les nominés, les stars, les Césars, le tapis rouge, les Oscars. La semaine dernière, on a vraiment rendu hommage à de très grands cinéastes. Bonsoir and welcome to our third edition of P2P, Producer to Producteur, sponsored by the APC, l'Association des producteurs de cinéma. I am Anouk Van Negelo and I am your host. Our guests are no stranger to the limelight. Tonight we have a producing team and new Oscar winners, David Hoberman and Todd Lieberman from Mandeville films, and Oscar-winning producer Georges Bermann, the founder of Partizan. Partizan has won many awards. Besides its Best Screenplay Oscar, The Eternal Sunshine of Spotless Mind, since its launch in 1991, Partizan has become a top producer of music video for artists like Aerosmith, The Sting, The White Stripe, and commercials whose table of directors include this year's nominee Oscar, Lisa Cholokenko for The Kids Are Alright. Mandeville Films and TV has more than 100 films to its credit. Founded in 1999 by David Hoberman and later joined by partner Todd Lieberman, they are currently shooting the Muppets movie. And also together, they have produced such box office hits as The Proposal, Beverly Hills Chihuahua, The Clones, George of the Jungle, and of course, The Fighter that won the Best Supporting Roles for Christian Bale and Melissa Leo last week. So please welcome our three guests, David Hoberman, Todd Lieberman, and Georges Bermann.
Mick, what's the problem?
I just don't want things going the way they've been going.
Mickey, he gets in and he takes a punishment. I don't know why he does it.
No. So congratulations on the Academy Awards.
Thank you. Thank you.
So are you happy or disappointed because you had 7 nominations? So only two Academy Awards.
We're happy.
These smiles are real.
We're happy. I mean, the whole ride of the Academy Awards was a great experience, and we're thrilled we walked away with a couple.
Yeah, we went in. I can speak for myself in terms of the expectations. I mean, we're very proud of the film, and we're really happy that it got received as critically as it got received. When you go to something like this, and you're familiar with this experience. You go in with maybe a slight expectation, but for me, I lowered my expectations so low that I just wanted to have a good time. So anything we came away with from there was actually a good thing, and I was thrilled that we got the 2 we got, and they certainly deserved it.
And 7 nominations for any film is pretty extraordinary when you don't have, big special effects or big sound, complicated sound, any of those kinds of things. It's they were all really meaningful, and the fact that they all got nominated was great.
This is my younger brother. Taught him everything he knows. I'm still his trainer. Mickey, he gets in and he takes a punishment. I don't know why he does
Mickey
it.
used to follow his big brother everywhere. Taught you everything, didn't he, honey?
You don't fight, nobody gets paid.
You really think your family's looking out for you?
Respected fighter, you hope this mismatch doesn't hurt his confidence.
Come on, Mick, what has Dickie done for you? You know, he got you into fights. He lets you
You're
get
the
beat
guy
up.
they use against the other
You can't
fighters.
trust that guy, Mickey. He ain't family.
He just wants to use you like a piece of toy.
Mickey better than his own mom.
Talking about the way you fight, you want you to come with me? You'd be scared.
Do an open your mouth in the kitchen.
He's a truck, George.
Great. In your press kit, for the Fighter, it says that your company grossed over $2 billion in U.S. box office.
A billion, I think a billion.
I think it's
1 billion.
Sorry, just only one.
When you get into a billion, does it really matter if it's 1 or 2? Yes, that's true.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
It will never happen in France.
Well, for Luc Besson, it will.
What's the exchange rate now? Maybe for francs.
Francs? Well, because we don't have francs for
Euros.
10 years now. Yes, euros. Well, even with the good exchange rates, a dollar versus a euro will still be, pretty far. So,
right.
So there's no chance that we're going to make it.
Well, when you had francs.
Sorry, but we have francs. Yeah, exactly. So, how did that start? What's the story? When who had the story in mind first? Did it came to you, or how did that work?
Well, we came across the story when it was still in life rights form. So these guys had called us and said they have the rights to Mickey Ward and Dickie Eklund, and we were familiar with Mickey, but not with Dickie, and there was a really compelling story to tell there. So these guys came in and they pitched what essentially was kind of the bones and what the movie could have looked like. And they made this DVD that was, I don't know, it was about 20 minutes or so of fight footage, actual fight footage, and some home movie footage from the documentary that's referenced in the movie. In reality, it was called High on Crack Street. And we watched this DVD and we listened to the story and we said, wow, there is a ton of potential here, because it's not just a sports movie, it's really a movie about family dynamic and brothers and love and redemption, and it just happens to take place with the backdrop of this really amazing spine of a sports movie. So that was 6 years ago, and we sold it to Paramount, and it was quite an adventure from there.
Okay, so the pitch was from the writers.
Yes, Paul Tamasy and Eric Johnson, they're the ones that brought us the DVD.
So they come to you, then you go to Paramount, or you get a director attached, or?
Well, we sent that and set up a bunch of meetings around town, and we actually had 3 studios that were interested in the project, and we ended up making a deal at Paramount. No director. Tamasy and Johnson would write the first draft, and that was the deal we made at that time.
Yeah, we have a deal here at Disney, and we took it to them first out of our first look obligation, and it clearly wasn't necessarily appropriate to be a Disney movie, so they passed, and then that allowed us to kind of take it elsewhere.
So when did the Weinstein came to play?
They way after after this was Relativity came into play shortly before we went into production, and they were the ones that financed the movie. And as Relativity was financing the movie, they sold foreign rights to the Weinstein Company.
So the movie was done, finished when the Weinsteins came in.
But so it's Paramount that brought Relativity into the mix, or how did that work?
Well, Paramount wanted to make a certain kind of movie with another big movie star like Brad Pitt or
Matt
Damon, and they were making a much more expensive movie in their minds. And when we lost Matt Damon, lost Brad Pitt, lost Darren Aronofsky, and went looking to remount the movie, basically, it became a movie that didn't fit into their formula. So we went with the help of Ari Emanuel at WME and Mark Wahlberg, and we finally settled on Relativity, which was frankly the only place that was willing to finance it for a third the price that Paramount was going to make it for.
And Paramount was amazing too, because they deferred all of their costs, and they had spent a lot of money developing the script over the years. So they allowed us to take this project out, get it financed by someone else, and they didn't recoup their money right away. They took a little bit of a gamble as well to make sure that this movie was going to make money. So it was kind of, everyone was kind of a partner in it, but as David said, Relativity stepped up and financed it fully and allowed us to make the movie.
So maybe it's, you cannot talk about this, but so Paramount is distributing in the US, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so Weinstein is selling worldwide.
Yes. Yeah. Well, the rest of the world. Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of the world. So, any money? So how is the money flow working? It's when is Relativity, getting their money back?
Let me check my wallet. Hold on.
I would. We would like to know the same thing. We'd like to know where and how all the money gets distributed.
We're just happy the movie got made.
We can't really answer that question. It's kind of complicated.
Okay. But did you manage? So how, on a movie like that, do you manage to retain some rights or little?
This was a movie that, it was a project of passion for everybody involved, us included, and everybody went to make this movie with the understanding that it wasn't going to be a financial windfall. Everyone took a cut on their fee so that we could make this movie, and it was a project of love, and that's kind of how it has been all the way through. So the financial aspects of the movie kind of came secondary to the passion to bring it to the screen, and when we got it to the screen, luckily it's been making money. But that wasn't kind of the first goal in this one, oddly enough. It was really the art of it, and we just had to tell the story.
Can I say that it's a pretty different movie that you've done with The Fighter compared to the other movies that you're usually producing?
Yes.
You can say that.
That would be accurate. That would be accurate.
But I would also say, we've had the goal of making a diverse range of movies. I mean, I have a wide range of taste. David has a wide range of taste. We like all kinds of movies. And we have done things like Traitor, which was a movie that Don Cheadle starred in. It's kind of an international, thriller. We attempted a sci-fi movie and Surrogates, and but we also have kind of these comedies and family movies. So our aspiration is to have a wide range of movies because that reflects our taste properly.
And we look for good stories that we like, no matter how they come. And this is it is unusual for us, but it's unusual for us as to what ended up happening with this movie and the critical acclaim and the success and the nominations and all that. But it's the story behind it is a theme that we've made in other films.